Hey Aries, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I'm Eve, and we're going to get you a message. I have a very large stack of cards here they're mostly like fortune type cards mixed with Lenormand and some other things. No tarot though. We're switching it up. It's been giving some very interesting readings. So, what does Aries need to know? What's going on with Aries? What does Aries need to know? Right. Yeah, that felt good. Alright. Alright, we got the sun shining. I like it. We're off to a good start. The sun is basically just makes all the cards around it just even better. So, there's something to do with your, with your happiness, with your happily ever after. Oh, and it's followed by the tunnel. Okay. Well, that's all right because okay, so like the tunnel I want to say that this tunnel is kind of like underground. When we're thinking underground tunnel, it's about, it could be like underworld. It could be like the labyrinth you go through in order to find things out about like your darker self kind of thing. What's cool is that you've got the sun shining on it, which means it's not going to be as difficult a task as it would be for someone who does not have the sun shining on it. Because sometimes we get lost in those tunnels. They trip us up, they trick us. There's a big fear factor there. So it looks like something's cutting you a break. Ah, yes. So here's you coming out of the tunnel with some kind of newfound freedom here. The balloon is about freedom. Wow, you get this star. I don't think this star has come out. I've done at least 20 readings with this deck. And I have not seen the star come out, I don't think. This is nice. This is like the things that you really hope for, the things that you wish for. And it's like I don't know, it's almost like you're free to dream a little bit more now. Aries, so I don't know if you went through a difficult period. You could very well have been because of this tunnel. Oh, look at you. You're all dressed up and nowhere to go. You got the tiger. The tiger means business, actually. The tiger means business. It's like taking life by the balls, you know what I mean? Huh. So we have the mask coming out underneath the sun. It's kind of telling you that it's okay. It's there's something that's hidden here with the mask, some kind of true part of yourself. And with the sun here, it's saying it's okay to reveal it. It doesn't have to be, you don't always have to keep that to yourself. It's okay to reveal it. Yeah, you can talk about it. So we have the birds showing up here, and the birds is, it's talking, it's communication. Sometimes it could be chatter and gossip or whatever, but you're allowed to talk about, some of these secret things that you found out about yourself in the tunnel, or the parts of you that you hide from others. It's okay to talk about them. It's like you've had this You've had a bit of enlightenment here with the lotus, and I really like that it's coming out under the balloon. It's like whatever you found in that tunnel, Aries, it it gave you it either gave you some kind of really neat perspective on something about yourself, but like it's like there's this light airy feeling about it. And I don't know, it's weird. It's like there's not a card here that's really representing it, but I'm feeling some sort of security here, like being secure in yourself. So then we have the chaos card. I don't really like that so much. Um, this is freaky and twisted and just a cacophony, right? This is everything that's messed up. I don't know why it's coming out yet, but it's coming out under the star, so it's like there's a part of you that feels as if there's always going to be something to mess up what your hopes and wishes are for. You know what I mean? But I don't see how that's possible after this kind of experience here, because you are a little bit more like you're feeling a little bit more enlightened here. You're willing to talk about things you didn't used to talk about. It almost feels like this chaos here is more like initiation in a way, because it happens when like people have some kind of spiritual awakening. Like everything is all freaking rainbows and lotus flowers and love and light and all that stuff, but they don't realize, and it feels real good, right? But they don't realize there's equal dark to the light. You know what I mean? Like you have to encompass both poles or polarities or whatever. So it's like a dark, like, and dark night of the soul. Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a thing. I think that's what this chaos card is talking about. Kind of like on my channel, I put that it's not just rainbows and unicorns, because it's not. There's dark places too. Look at you with the cats. You've got tiger and you have a lion. So we have a Leo here. I don't really think this is about the timing of Leo's season. I think this is more about what is captivating the lion here. I mean, it's majestic, right? This majestic animal, and he is just entranced in something. He's looking at something over here, but that's not. I'm not going that far. I'm not going. I don't know what he's looking at, but I'm not. I'm not going that far. This is the last card in this row. So maybe we can get a clue later. When I fill in this row, there will be one clue as to what he is entranced about. Has something to do with this balloon and whatever shows up here. Well, let's see. I just won't flip these yet. Familiar? No way. So what this line is doing is he's listening. He's listening to his some kind of spirit guide here, because we have familiar, which is a spirit that is in the that sometimes shows up in the form of an animal. Like could be, you'll see it when you're meditating. Like you could see you could see a lion or a tiger, or you could see birds, ravens, owls, Wolf. But he's intently listening to whatever his guide is saying about this newfound freedom. It's like I don't know if he's like receiving a download or whatever, but he's getting some information, and apparently it's juicy. He's like, all right, so let's keep going. So, angel. Well, that's interesting. So, this angel usually shows up as like a guardian angel. So not only in this row do you have a familiar, which is like a spirit guide, but you have a guardian angel showing up. So what's between them? Links them together. Water, which is the psychic realm. The water, it's like water holds the Akashic records. Water holds memories. Definitely got something, I feel like there's something psychic kind of going on with you right now, Aries. I have a feeling that has something to do with, the things that you don't normally talk about. I don't know if you've had some kind of experiences in the past, or maybe you hide your woo-woo self or whatever. You know, it's like maybe you're like, no, I'm not a pagan. I'm not. I'm normal. I'm a regular person, you know? Like maybe you're hiding a part of your spiritual self in a way. And eventually that could definitely lead to some chaos. But it really depends on how you see chaos. You know what I mean? Some people see it as a freaking nightmare, but some people see it as like the best thing ever. Like that's where the most magic is, or you know what I mean? It really just depends on how you relate to chaos. Ooh, looky there. So you have the scythe showing up here. Scythe really is there to kind of cut something out. So cutting out the chaos seems to be a thing here. I mean, there is enough chaos in the world. You don't need to create more. It's already there. And you've got this angel here and this familiar, and they're both kind of looking this way. They're looking over here. Oh, look at that, pyramids. So it's weird. It's like cutting ties with the pyramids. Why would you want to do that? Honestly, I don't understand that part. I don't think this is you doing the cutting. There's something else. It's like severing ties. I don't know. It's like I don't know if you're a magical person, if you do witchcraft or whatever, but it feels a bit cord cutty here. I'm not gonna go into my beliefs about cord cutting, but it feels like cutting ties with some kind of spiritual belief. I think because something got a little bit too chaotic. So let's look at. Let's see, what do I want to look at? We have to look at the center card here because that's a very significant thing when you do like a big square or whatever. It's the center card that kind of speaks the loudest. So let's look and see what the corners say about the center card. We have we have this tiger and the pyramids they make me think of this, like it is something spiritual, but it's something ancient. But it's like, but the tiger is here to kind of like attack something, almost like very serious. Like I'm, it's about attacking beliefs. So we have this card of enlightenment here, and it's connected to these cards that are about like attacking beliefs. So what that's really telling me is that it's about developing your discernment. And so the other two card that's connected to is the sun and the angel. So that's just kind of telling me that you have some type of guardian angel or spirit around you that you were born with, and it completely, like totally, is devoted to you, looks after you, right? And it is devoted to your happiness, your fulfillment, right? And that's something that you have to keep in mind when things get a little bit chaotic, or when you let some conversations get out of hand. And so the scythe here, this cutting out, it's linked to the balloon and the tiger here. I'm just seeing this as a freedom to explore. What the message is that you do not have to be you don't have to be chained to one thing. You don't have to be linked to just one belief, because the point here is having a much more open mind, the freedom to explore here. And this water card here is also linked to the balloon, but the balloon and the sun. And this is like this, like the psychic realm. Like you're meant to have some kind of like some more psychic freedoms here. You're meant to explore more. All right, so Aries, this is the message, and I will see you later. Bye.